So there's a Latino man. He's Puerto Rican. He's not Mexican. He's Puerto Rican from New York. He made a video saying that Latino women, Hispanic women who are Puerto Rican, are dating African American men, and it's erasure. Oh my God. Well, first of all, let me ask the Puerto Rican man. Like I said, a lot of y'all Latinos have, including Mexicans, have black ancestry. Okay, y'all don't want to admit it. You want to say you're not black because you don't look black. But we do deep down in that family tree, besides indigenous and white Spaniard, there was some negros in your family. So was it erasure? Like it's stupid. So so he said that in the Puerto Rican parade that it's erasure because a lot of Hispanic, Latino, Puerto Rican women are dating African American, Black American men, and that been going on for years. Uh, you know, um, way before Jennifer Lopez started dating Diddy. Okay, um, it's getting to be annoying. I want to say this because when I see sisters dating Latinos, whether they're Mexican or Puerto Rican or Cuban, Dominican, whatever. And I have Hispanic ancestry down the family tree. I don't advocate and say that African Americans are pure. I'm not pure Black American. I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American. Yes, I do check more one box because I go by my ancestry, okay? And it pisses me off when I hear racist, because I could tell this Latino Puerto Rican man is a racist. Because it's usually Latino women choosing brothers. And I'm going to say this back in 1995, 30 years ago. I was chasing after a Blaxican woman. And by the way, her father was Mexican. Her dad, the father was Mexican. Her mother was African American descent. She was beautiful. She like Pebbles, the singer, okay? Who was TLC's manager, okay? She graduated in 95, so dang, it's been, what, 30 years of her, yeah, 30 years of her high school reunion this year. And it's like it'll be 30 years in 2028, okay, for me, because I graduated in 98. And she didn't want me because I was 2 years younger than her. She born 77, I born 79. So this other woman who's Mexican American with some French ancestry, she, can I say her name? Esmeralda. Okay. She wanted me. I didn't want her, but I wanted a girlfriend. I was 15, she was 18. So, no, we didn't get sexual, okay? So don't call her trauma, okay? So she chose me, and I said yes, because I want a girlfriend. Mind you, people was questioning my sexuality, and all that other bullshit. So, anyway, I want a woman, girlfriend. And plus, she was older than I am, and I always wanted older. I always wanted a woman that's younger than me. But I was a teenager, wanted to break away from family, so I wanted a woman. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So and so I. Anyway, guess who was angry? Her brother. Her brother is 2 months younger than me. Her father, who was abusive, her Mexican American father, and other people in that neighborhood told me that the father was very abusive towards the kids. Mind you, she's 18 years old. She's grown. I'm 15. She chose me. We broke up because her dad and her 15-year-old brother um, beat her up because of me. Hello. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey. Uh, I'm doing a video right now. Okay. so, so I chose her because she chose me. I didn't go after her. I wanted her friend who was part Black American and part Mexican. And mind you, the girl that I like, who's part Mexican and part African American, her dad is Mexican, married to her African American descendant mom, because I did also dated her cousin on her mom's side, and there's French. There's so her mother's not fully black either. French, German, Indian, Nuyorican, all that. Okay, all right. So yeah, I dated her. I dated her, her cousin. She broke up with me. But anyway, but here's a Latino man that's whining about Latinas going after brothers. It is all when I was in El Paso, Texas, back in 2004. In Job Corps, mostly Mexican. There are Puerto Ricans in El Paso, and also Mesoricans. Okay, because you have people, Latinos moving in El Paso. So anyway, many Latino women, girls, wanted brothers. It was a dark-skinned Creole brother, darker than me, from New Orleans, and he was getting the girls. Um, and I'm with one chick. She was not all that attractive. She had to be Mexican American, okay? And she wanted. She said, "Oh, I want to leave El Paso, go to Houston, and marry. Oh, get me a black man. I'm gonna feel like in heaven. I don't care. My grandma don't want me to get married." So do you say this is 2004, okay? And in 2005, I will see this. It was mostly Mexican American and other Latinos there too, because there was other Latinos there. Like I know one chick, she was part Salvadorian, part Mexican, and another chick was too, from LA. So we had also Mesoricans there, because you had Puerto Ricans that moved. Actually, we had some Puerto Ricans that lived that actually that was at Job Corps, and David Alcott. So yeah, and they has a Puerto Rican restaurant called Puerto Rico on Latino Street. So it's Mesoricans, Puerto Rican, Mexican people mixing together. Okay. So, yeah, I met a lot of, like, one dude that used to get on my nerves. Everybody thought he was just straight up Mexican, but his grandfather was Puerto Rican. So, and you remember, later was nursing office, nursing, and she's Mexican, her husband was Puerto Rican. So you had, yeah, there was a lot of Puerto Rican, Meso Rican. I'm not, you shocked in El Paso, Texas, there are Puerto Ricans in El Paso. So, yeah, actually Dominican. I actually got into a fight with a Dominican. Everybody thought he's Mexican, but he's Dominican. And we almost got into a fight at House Community College. And I took 30 cops involved. He left me alone. Anyway, because I called him G-Lo. Like Jennifer, because his name, I'm going to say his full name, but his last name was Lopez. I say G-Lo. He would get mad. And he said, "You fucking annoying. I'm going to punch you in the face." And I said, "I'm going to get the Apostle Community College police on you." Zach, I'm sorry. Zach in 2006. His Mexican American friend was cool. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, and I was Afro Latinos at that college. They're from the Dominican Republic, and we were speaking Spanish, and everybody was looking at us crazy. So understand that I don't get it, but like I say, it usually be Latino women to go after brothers. Can I expose a secret in Cutie Homes? Because the couple do watch my channel, and I do not mean to tell your business, but I know about your business, okay, when I was in Cutie Homes. So, my friend, actually, he looks like my Blaxican friend. My Blaxican friend looks, associate, should I say, we're not too much friends. His mother's part Mexican, part African American, and his dad's Mexican, okay? And you would not know he's African American until he tell you his grandfather's African American, okay? And the dude looks just like this dude, but the dude is actually part white and part Mexican. It's weird. They both have the same. So, anyway, well, his wife cheated on him with a brother. Anybody know the story? I mean, tell the B. I'm not third word no more. I got Victor, so I can tell the B. Okay. So she was cheating on him with his brother. This part of he's a he's a Sudanese, yeah, Sudanese and Egyptian or something like that. He worked at the white stove, okay, in front of Kitty Homes. You know, all the thugs were going on and the reaction. I kept my behind away from that. And so she would leave at nighttime. She was exiled, but she had sexy clothes on, and she was gonna meet him. And then one time, he got into a fight. That's what I heard. This is according to what I heard with the dude, and then his homeboys who thugs from Cutie Homes jumped him. As he got jumped and went to the hospital, he came and burnt the car and burned the place up. So the reason I brought this up because I did witness her leave the house with some sexy clothes on, talking about she exercising. Who gonna exercise in CUNY homes at 11, 12 o'clock at night, which CUNY homes can be dangerous, okay? I would not want to exercise in the night. Shoot, I go to the wealthy white folks area, Houston. I'm gonna go to CUNY homes. I did say that. I did say that. Okay, so you would get offended. So when I hear this story, oh, that it's a racial and these Latino women are going with black men, but do you know who actually is taking Latino women from Latino men? It's wealthy white men. Before Ben Affleck married Jennifer Lopez, go look it up. Most interracial marriages, most Latino Hispanic women marry white men, not African American men. Yes, there are sectors of Latino women going with African American men, but no, it's mostly white men are taking the Latino woman from the Latino man. And I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but look at the money, because let's be real, in this country, well, most people as wealthy happen to be white. I'm sorry to say it. Like, maybe my statistics is not correct, but that's the expectation, okay? And you working a regular job, it's not enough. Women like money, okay? That's it. Hey, women want a man with money. That's why I'm single now. I ain't gonna date no woman until I get my money straight. Okay, they want stability, want someone to take care of them. You know what I mean? So they're not. And I'm not saying brothers don't have money, but that's the funny part because you talking about New York. If you talking about the hood body of New York, bro, them dudes don't got no damn money. If they live in the body of good, you know what I'm saying? Uh, they don't have money like Diddy before his case. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, what you talking about? Like when I was here in Houston, you talking about Latino women going after brothers, but them are broke brothers, and you're broke. You may have a job, but you're working for somebody else. Those white men that usually they go after, like what happened with Tom Mottola, and Tom Mottola is Italian. He dated Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's part Hispanic, African American, Irish. Then Jennifer Lopez left her husband for Diddy and Tom Mottola and Mark Anthony, and then he married Thalia, who's Mexican, right? You remember she was in the novellas. So my thing is, what are you the hell you're talking about? And yes, she knew that Tom Mottola, like Michael Jackson, is a devil. Okay, he is a devil. So why the hell you should make videos about white men actually going after Latino women? Or like exactly. And you see a lot of couples, interracial couples between Latino women and white men. And that is the biggest go look it up. The statistics is that most Latino women who date interracially end up marrying white men. It's the truth. And I don't see videos of Latino men whining about white men taking up Latino women for them. I don't see that. I see it when it comes to brothers. Because I guess in a male beauty standard, because you're not black looking, you think that you're the commodity compared to a brother that's darker than you. And I'm not saying every brother, because there are brothers who could pass for Latino brothers. African American, we're not pure black, come different complexions. But of your Eurocentric standards, you're thinking because you're proximate to whiteness, you're mixed, you are the commodity and he's not. So how dare the Latina go after him? That's what I feel. And like I say, it gets to me because Filiberto, I'm gonna say his bitch ass name. If you go to my video back in 2018, that's the dude that tried to become my friend on Facebook. Your bitch ass has been exposed. I ain't mean your last name. You gonna write a letter to me and that you wanna be my friend. So I wrote a letter to you saying I don't wanna be your friend no more. I told the reason why. Okay? She threatened to fight me over his sister who wanted me. I didn't want her. No offense to Esmeralda, but I didn't want her. I wanted the black skin chick, you know what I'm saying, who like Pebbles, light skin, yellow bone lady. I didn't want Mexican girl because I know in that area where I'm from, east side of Harris County, a lot of them are very ethnocentric. Like I'm not saying every Latino person or African American or white people. That's why I'm very big about my multiracial background. Like, cause I don't like being that ethnocentric bullshit. I think God, I mean cussing. I think God. that my background is not fully anything, you know what I'm saying? So when I did my ancestry, but they try to pigeonhole people and you live like this, and I'm like, no, I do what the hell I want to do, right? Okay? So a lot of people in that area were very ethnocentric and racial socially segregated. So a lot of their parents taught them that. So if I was dating, and I remember I did talk to Latino girls, and it was like, oh, my dad won't accept you. Well, I'm sorry. Well, we're not gonna be in a relationship because I don't want that. And like I said, I'm glad that me and Esmeralda did break up because if I did become her husband years later, because I was going on 16 that year, because like I'd be 46. It was 30 years ago. If I became 18 and became a father of her kids, I came from a toxic family. My parents and my mother's dad, they're toxic. Okay, they're abusive. Her dad is, I guess, her mom is complacent of it. Okay, I don't want my children. Is she gonna be family oriented? Which I'm not. Because the one thing about me, when I was gonna have kids, I was gonna have my kids talk to my parents or anybody in my family if they're complacent of their shit. So her parents, she's so family oriented to the point she tried to take her kids to the dad's house. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, I don't want my children to go through what I went through or what she went through. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't believe whooping kids either. No, I don't. He was getting. I do not believe whooping kids. When I used to get whoopings, I went to murder you. Okay, I'm being real with you. Okay, y'all. I was the one. I didn't want to go to Huntsville. Huntsville's a penitentiary. You know about Texas. Okay, I was many times wanted to call. I did call down one on my grandmother. Okay, but actually I called Boys on the National Hotline and it came to 911. But anyway, back in '94. However, I don't believe with the kids. And I can tell they believe with the kids. And they told me, people who were actually Mexican American, Latino, told me that family of hers were very abusive, like the point that it would go extreme. So imagine my kids who are African American and Mexican also, they're mixed because my background is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Native American. So they're that's what they are because their daddy comes from the ancestry, okay? And she's Mexican American down the family, because her brother told me that back in, it was in the ninth grade before I started dating her. His sister, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, and I don't want that to. No, I mean I'm glad that she did broke up. I just wish she never asked me. I was trying to get a girlfriend anyway. Was questioning. Like I'm tired of questioning. I do like girls. Like leave me alone. Like shut up. Cause I'm not macho. Like leave me the fuck alone. So if I was really, well, I would be chasing after the black skin chick. Cause when I first saw her, okay, there was the black skin dude. Everybody thought was Puerto Rican with the kinky hair. Her brother don't have the same hair texture. He has kinky hair. She has that straight curly hair. Wavy curly hair. So people think that he was Puerto Rican, but his dad's Mexican. Um, I didn't know it was until they said his last name. I don't want to say his last name. I don't give too much information. I don't want to dox him. But when I saw her, it was love at first sight. I was 15, she was 17 in '94 September, because someone tried to burn the school down, and we had to go to school after Labor Day. It was around when Aaliyah and R. Kelly had got married. I don't forget. And so, um, and I was out in love with this girl, and I mentioned her name, and then when I mentioned her last name, it was Hispanic. I said, "Well, dang, is she? That's what's the name, sister?" And they said, "Yeah," because they said that that she was named that dad's Mexican and mother African American. So I was in love with her. I was trying to. I mean, the brother, the one I warned you a little bit. We used to be friends back in the day. He punched me. He was 18. So that's child abuse. He punched me in my arm trying to talk to this girl because that was her boyfriend. One of her boyfriends at the time. He was strong. That punch with her, I was scared too. I would run down the hall because I was in love with her. I was in love. I wanted to marry her. You know what I'm saying? I did. But when she didn't want me, I started talking to other girls and other sisters, a sister about my complexion. I was talking to her. She on me. This dark skinned sister I was liking her. And when I was growing up, she cheated on me too. And this Mexican chick that I was talking to, she was so. It was in ninth grade, so I was like, dang, I still want that black skin chick, right? But then next thing, we're at the school store. His Mexican American chick with blonde, of course it's not naturally blonde, bleached blonde hair. And she said, "Do you want to be my boyfriend?" I said, yeah, I'll be your boyfriend. Like, I'm like, dang, she asked me. She just said, I was all happy. And it was in March 94, 95, before Selena had got here, I'll forget. And she said, well, and I started looking at her face. And she resembled Filiberto and his cousin, and the female cousin that graduated me, we call her Shorty. They had that look. And I said, are you related to? And she said, yeah, that's my. I said, well, me and him don't get along because me and Filiberto and his male cousin did not get along. The female cousin, I was in second grade with her, Shorty. I'm going to say her name Shorty. She was two-faced sometimes. Actually, no. I liked it her. So when I was in, okay, before I flunked the first grade, Shorty was in kindergarten. I was in first grade. So I became the same grade with her because I was in the first grade back in 85, 86. So it was 40 years ago. So I saw her and I started chasing and she said, leave me alone. And she has no brothers, so she has a sister, his older chick. She was in fifth grade. Her hair was kind of curly, Mexican girl with glasses. Leave my sister alone. I'll never forget that. And they not know that I was flunked the first grade, and next I'd be in class with Shorty. Well, anyway, I would date Shorty's cousin, as brother, right? So, so yeah, Phil birthday, we never got along. We never in first grade, we never got along. And no, we didn't. We never got along in first grade. And he is racist, okay? Because he has some anti-black stuff. I let his bitch ass know there was Afro Mexicans in Mexico, and he had that wave hair. You can tell he had some Negro in his bloodline too, so he anti-black anyway. Anyway, so I'm glad I read about the Afro Mexican ancestry down in Mexico because anytime anti-Mexican, anti-black person, having Mexicans come to me talk about that shit, I'm gonna bring it up. Say, yo, you are part African descent, and you hate your damn self, trying to please my white cousins, okay? Because you forget us African Americans, we're not pure black. We mix with white, Anglo-Saxon. I have French in me and Irish Spanish in me too, and Irish Scottish. Those are the cousins you're trying to please. They don't care about your ass. Okay, they don't. You all in Trump, they don't care about your bitch ass. They don't. The ones who are racist. They talk about being wild. So stop trying to kiss their ass, trying to disrespect me to kiss their ass. They see you as a nigga too. Okay, it's what it is. Look, remember the Alamo? They do this. Yes. Let me explain why I say that. Because Stephen F. Austin said, so-called father of Texas, we are raged against the race against the Anglo-Saxon American, Anglo-American, and the Spanish, the mongrel race of Spanish, Indian, and Negro. No, the mongrel, Spanish, Indian, and Negro race. Now, why did he call Mexican, Spanish, Indian, and Negro race? He knew they had black ancestry. Okay, the Afro-Mexicans are part of Mexican ancestry too. Okay, it's what it is. Okay, the second president was part black. Talking about Vincent Guerrero, that's one of my heroes who won the band say 1879 in Mexico. So like every time I meet anti-black Latinos that have in Mexico, they're like, y'all, you have sangre negra in you too, and you know better than me either. Okay, you just hate yourself trying to please the white folks who stole your land. Cause that's one thing I never understood. All this on my story, I can see people, but who stole the Southwest? White Anglo-Saxons. Thank you. I'm not saying be anti-white, but damn. So, when you're trying to please them and they over here calling y'all talking about WBICKs and SPICs, talking about building a dog on wall and you going back to your country. Like, it's weird. And the Trump season, it will open your eyes. Y'all saw what that white lady on TikTok said, you subhumans, go back to your country. Remember on TikTok, I think she got banned on TikTok. And then also, too, a white dude, it was in Arizona or New Mexico. And the white dude, he said, you border jumping niggas. The white dude said to these two Hispanic, Latino, and Mexican, border jumping niggas. He knew. He knew that dark secret besides indigenous, you have African blood. So I don't understand this anti-blackness. You're not going to please my white racist cousins anything. They just use you. And they use you in cheap labor. In working. Everybody call us lazy. We're not lazy. We know what they're doing. They're our cousins. They're our family tree because we have white. Remember the mix between slaves and the master. Okay, we have that in our blood. We're not full Africans. I don't claim that pure African bullshit. And they don't want. They just use you as cheap labor. Like, stop thinking that you're doing something nice when you working for them. No, they just using you like a slave. It's the truth. It's the truth. They use you as a fucking slave. And they put you in harsh situations that, and you know what I'm saying, you're here working hard for their asses. That's what I'm saying. Well, how about getting your own business? I may be homeless, but I got this podcast, YouTube. I try to have my own business online because I want my own shit. I'm not going to exploit me when I'm working for them. You know what I'm saying? So, point is, but going back to the situation, that's why I have an issue with this Puerto Rican man who's not Mexican, but his name is still Latino, like the Mexican, okay? Over here talking about Latino women in New York who have been Puerto Rican going after African American. Well, that been going on for fucking years. You ain't gonna stop that shit. And like I said, when I was in El Paso, Texas, same thing. 20 years ago, it's mostly light-skinned Latinos, mainly Mexican descent, and you had Latino women literally tell me they want to go with a cocoa black man. I'm just being honest with you. It was like the commodity, like, and I was like shocked because I'm like in Houston. You hear that now, but back in 1980s and 90s, it was like, no quiero pinche negro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. For real, I remember hearing that as a kid. No, negro. No quiero negro. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, okay, yeah, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so I'm 45 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it was different then. And then you had the dad frowning and stuff. So it's like, well, I don't get mad you dating African American women, and you do have Latino men dating African American women. Look at Jan Jackson. Her second husband was Mexican American. Remember the movie Poetic Justice? The Chola guy? That was from Nate Elizondo. That's her second husband. Did I get mad that Jan Jackson married um, Renee Elizondo? No, I didn't. Actually, I thought that was a good couple. Did I get mad at what's her name? Trina Braxton? She was married to that Mexican man. That was Tony Braxton. No, I didn't get mad because that's not my business. Not my damn business. Maybe you just get some business and worry about your own shit. Stop being up your business. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. You just mad because the Latino women that you trying to go after ain't checking you. Do I get mad when sisters outside of Puerto Rican Cuban festival? A dark skin, curly hair sister, she was Creole, because she's from Louisiana, darker than me, with loose curly hair, natural curly hair, no perm, it was her natural hair. She told me she was at the Puerto Rican Cuban because she was trying to get her Puerto Rican man. Did I get mad and say, how dare you go with a man, his man, Puerto Rican man? No, I said, go on, girl. I did. I told her, go ahead, girl. I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad. That's our choice. Freedom of choice. We live in the United States. We're supposed to be a free country. Like, I didn't get mad. You know? So, and I have a homegirl that like Mexican American. Actually, she got some Mexican in her, too. She African American, French Creole, Native American, and Mexican down her family tree. And she like Latino men. Do I get mad and say, how dare you? No, I mind my motherfucking damn business. And so this Latino man who's Puerto Rican is on here whining like a puto need to mind his damn business, okay? I don't get mad. Shit. And there's plenty sisters behind closed door be dating Latino men. Do I get mad about that? No. I do get what I do get upset is that it's a double standard because they encourage that. Like when Ashanti was dating a Mexican American man before she started dating before she married Nelly, Ashanti did make this they married this wealthy Mexican American man, and I didn't have no problem with that. But when people talk about Kobe Bryant dating Vanessa, who's Mexican American part white, they talk down at Kobe and talking about he deserved to die. Like that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard, and it's like brothers have a right to date who we want to. African American brothers are not pure black. Stop using the black ropes in our family tree to put fucking limitations on us. We got white and native in us. We come with different skin tone heritage. We're not pure Africans. So stop trying to tell us what we can and cannot marry and date. Okay? We're not no slaves. We're not slaves. We're not children. We're grown. Mind your damn business. Okay? Because I don't get mad about those sisters dating no white men. And say, I mind my damn business. Okay? Shit. One thing that I don't like is a double standard because they don't say two shits about a sister dating a non-black person. But when we date a non-black person, and remember, we're not pure African American. We have white and native in us. Here, somebody in our business trying to tell us, and I like want to cuss they fucking bitch ass out and tell them get the fuck on, leave me the fuck alone, cause I do the fuck I want to do. I like doing things my way. Like I ain't trying to kiss nobody else's way but mine. So I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm my own individual. Okay, I'm not with that collective bullshit. So that's why. But when, like I said, going back to Latino dude, stop being no sea pinche puto way. I know you don't use the word pinche. Yes, I speak Spanish for 30 years, and I do speak Mexican Spanish because I'm around Mexicans a lot. There's other Latinos here too, besides Mexicans. Okay, so the cuss words I learned from Mexicanos. Okay, yo sé que eres puertorriqueño, eres boricua. Pero no sea pinche puto way. Like get a life, get not on the vida. Like don't make people business. ¿Ok? No estoy orgulloso que una mujer latina quiere un hombre morenito de Estados Unidos. ¿Ok? Like, stop trying to be in other business. That's your problem. You always in other fucking people business. Get you some business. ¿Ok? There's one thing that gets on my fucking nerves. You over here worrying about the wrong fucking thing. And no, I do not get offended when I see a sister. First of all, I don't identify as pure black. I identify as mixed because my heritage, my geology is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, Native American. And yes, I am part Hispanic because the Spanish part of my roots in Louisiana is from my mama's ancestry. And if it wasn't for Real and his dick, my grandfather, I wouldn't be here, okay? And my mother, she's deceased, wouldn't be here. And also my grandma, okay, like, shut up, okay? So, and my great grandfather, all that, okay? Point is, all right? I'ma date who the fuck I want to date. If I like a Latina woman, don't come in my business. I'm gonna let you know yo soporto hispánico, pero mi raíz es hispánica de Louisiana, no Latinoamérica. Esa es mi sangre también. I will get spicy. I will get ugly. You're gonna fail at your behind and tell your ass to leave the fuck alone. Cause I wouldn't be in no problem with you dating a sister. It's not my damn business. If a sister like Latino men, white, it's not my damn business. What I don't like is double standards that people will respect her relationship, but want to come in my relationship and tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to date. And I'm a fucking grown ass man, almost near 50 years old. Don't tell me what the fuck to do, okay? And about erasure, was it erasure in Puerto Rico when they bought the slaves and indigenous and the Spaniards and made your bitch ass? No. Was it erasure in Mexico? Same thing. They had the indigenous, the Spaniards, and they couldn't make the indigenous slaves, so they went to buy some Africanos and then started having a caste system down in New Spain, down in which they Mexico. Okay, and that's how they're mixed up with those three races, and also some Asians mixture as well. So my thing is to you. You don't know who the fuck you are. Erasure my ass. And if you want to erasure, it's actually go do your statistics. It's Latino men when it's Latino women who date interracially. They mostly marry white men. Thank you. You went about the wrong fucking thing. I get. Oh, that's what. I know why. Before I even shut this video down, it's mejor raza. Oh yeah, I forgot. To mejor raza is to get someone white or lighter, so your kids become. That's why it's erasure. Oh. Because you don't want no the future generation looking more negro. And not everybody, like for example, Aaron Hall, and I don't like Aaron Hall no more. Aaron Hall he just disgusting as Diddy. But I didn't know Aaron Hall was Hispanic. Yeah, his mother's Puerto Rican. His brothers are lighter than him. He came out dog. But his mom is from Puerto Rico, right? And dad's African American. Aaron Hall like Latino women. And Aaron Hall didn't go to jail because what's that Latino woman name? She's Puerto Rican, Gloria Valdez. She 1 year older than me. She won 78, I won 79. She was 16, messed with this dude. Anyway, they had a child, Aaron Hall Jr. Aaron Hall Jr. got a bright skin. He like a light skinned version of Aaron Hall. Now if you saw Aaron Hall's son, you would think he's Hispanic. But he's part African American, even though Aaron Hall is dark skinned and part Hispanic because his mother's from Puerto Rico and my dad was African American. His two brothers are they about my like camera like me? Because I'm not dark skinned, I'm not a West Nile color. I get dark in the sun, but I'm not a West Nile complexion. But they like caramel brown tone, but a little bit lighter. Right. Yeah, but because he came out the darkest one, right? He showed did, and he liked Latino women. So he had a child. He had a baby with Gloria. I'm actually doing a story about that because that was messed up. Tupac saved her. Showed did. They supposed to have sacrificed Gloria Valdez at that death row Mother's Day. She talked about the case, and she said Tupac was the one that saved her from being died. They supposed to sacrifice her, and I don't know why they were trying to sacrifice her because she was underage, had a baby. He said he didn't know she was underage, but they was going with Gene, the one who Diddy's former bodyguard, said they were going to going to Jamaica, and that's how they knew that she was underage. And he still was messing with her after they found out. That's a dirty ass dog. Yeah, Aaron Hall. But my point is, Aaron Hall's son, if you saw him, you'll think he's just Puerto Rican. You know, Puerto Rican come out a couple. You think the stereotype with the outer skin tone, the straight curly or wavy black hair. You know how it look. You know what I'm saying? Right. The racial beakers looking with outer skin tone. So you would think, but no, he's part African American. So you thinking that because they're going with African American, I mean, everybody gonna come out dog. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know a sister. I want to say her name. Should I say her name? Tasha. That's my cousin's. His aunt on his daddy's side, who used to be a corrupt lawyer, I ain't telling our business. Um, her maid one time was Mexican, so her maid that's Mexican had a child with a dark skin. I'm assuming the daddy was dark skin, cause she came out. Tasha came out dog. You would not know that she was part Mexican until you saw her mama and he told you how the story go. Yeah, back at I ain't seen Tasha since 1993. So anyway, they can have, but you gonna see some, you know what I'm saying? But not, do Sheila E., who's Mexican, her dad is Mexican, and her mama African American Creole. Do you see her looking like that? Sheila E. That's Nicole Richie's niece. Yeah, Nicole Richie. Okay, Nicole Richie was adopted by Lon Richie. Lon Richie. Okay, so Nicole Richie's father is Peter Michael Escovedo. Okay, that's Sheila E.'s brother. Now, if you saw him, you would think he's straight up Mexican. But he's African American and Creole on his mom's side and Mexican on his dad's side. That's Nicole Rich's real daddy. Then her mama, I saw a picture of, she real high yellow bright skin. I think she mixed with black and white, something like that. So she don't look like a dark skin child. I'm not saying looking dark is bad, but I know what they're going at this. They scared that if you have more Latino women going with brothers, especially the dog brothers, the child might come out dog, and it can happen. But still. So I guess if they go a white man, the child come out make her some lighter. That's why they're not making videos about that. They're not making videos about that. But yeah, and I know I met people who dark skinned. They had a Mexican grandfather. Like right, they can happen. Like not everybody gonna come out high, got bright skin with curly hair, and it gets on my nerve when people make that stupid stereotype. And so that's what he's scared of. He's scared he's gonna be more brothers and sisters darker than me who part Puerto Rican and part African American or my color. Cause Law Banks from G Unit, he part Puerto Rican and part African American. Show is. In the game, he part Mexican, part African. His dad, the game dad, was he a Crip? And mine was a blood or one or two. Well, his dad was part Mexican American, part African American, just like Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi dad is part African American, and then Cassie, the case, and Cassie, everybody knows she part Mexican and part African American and Caribbean on her mom's side, and she Asian on her dad's side, Filipino. So, and I do believe that's why Kid Cudi and her hooked up. And in that Diddy case, because they both have Mexican ancestry. People forget Kid Cudi about my complexion. Kid Cudi daddy is part African American, was part African American, part Mexican. His last name is Miss Cudi, Miss Cudi is his Spanish last name. Yeah. So he go by Kid Cudi, but his last name is Miss Cudi. So Kid Cudi, um, and Cassie, no, I'm not trying to be cuss. We know Diddy is evil, no matter what his skin tone is. But I think Cassie, before she married that white man, Alex Fine, I think Cassie and Kid Cudi would make a good couple. And they no, yeah, they would, cause they both got African American and Mexican roots. Of course, Cassie part Asian on her dad's side. So that was no, they were, and I'm not trying to be cut or so. They made probably based on Q babies. Yeah, her and Kid Cudi. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. And Kid Cudi camera skin like me. Yeah, he part Mexican. So no, yeah, that's what he was trying. He was trying to rescue you when she was cheating. She was trying to get away from that dumbass Diddy. Diddy was out there beating the crap and doing witchcraft and Satanism and raping people and doing all type of stuff. And she trying to get away from it. He paid some bomb Kid Cudi car show. He was being jealous. And it's funny, he had all that damn money. He can get any woman out there. He got me. He had men and women. Show did it had men and women. Did was did swinging both ways. So why you just a Cassie leaving your ass? You can have any type of what men and women. Leave the kids alone. The one thing that do is nasty messing with kids. Mess with Justin Bieber and what's his name and Usher with his nasty ass pedophile ass. But no, he go both ways, right? Okay, he could get any man and woman. What the hell you over here trying to get mad at Cassie and firebombing Kid Cudi's car? That was so stupid. Firebombing, and guess what? He ain't not gonna come back and beat his ass and show the and his slave master, sex slave master, Clyde Davis. I don't know him. Cause we know why he was doing that for Clyde Davis. That Clyde Davis is a Satanist. But then my thing is that should Latino do that? Like, shut up. Like, stop worrying about something you cannot control. If Latino women are going after brothers, don't get mad. Cause I don't get mad by y'all dating sisters. Yeah, like I said, I'm part Hispanic on the family tree. My background African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Scottish, American. I mind my damn business. Cause it meant to be, it meant to be. And actually, speak that at a homegirl, she was African American and she had Creole and Puerto Rican in her and Indian, and her husband was Mexican. Now they've been shacking. I know they were shacking up. They had kids. We worked security together. And on Easter 2017, I was gonna sing at the wedding. I was sing. I was trying to. I said I want to come in. I said, welcome to the church. The church the reception hall gonna be here for the wedding. Cause I was gonna sing Mariah Carey. I still believe. I, I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a dream. Yeah, I was gonna come and sing. I'll get all dressed up. Uh, you look in my eyes, and I get emotional inside. I know it's crazy, but it still can touch my heart. And after all this time, you think that I wouldn't feel the same. And times nothing's changed. I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a dream, and someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Each day of my life, I feel with all the joy I can find. You know that I'm not the desperate time. And there's one spark of hope that's in my eye. Sorry. There's one spark of hope that's in my grasp. I'm holding with both hands and tells me nothing. No, I forgot the part. No, 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 no. I need you, baby. I still believe that we can to be together. No, 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 that we believe in true love. Ever has to end. We must know when we will love again. Oh, 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 I still believe someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. See, I was gonna sing that at a sister who's African American Creole and Indian and Puerto Rican, and her husband was Mexican. I was gonna sing at the wedding. I sure was. I'm coming. And you know, Mariah Carey, she part Hispanic, she African American, Venezuelan, and Irish. So I was gonna sing. I was gonna sing. I still believe. I was, but I wasn't invited to come sing. I still believe. I was. I was gonna dress in my suit. And come. I still believe. Anyway, but yeah, I was gonna sing I Still Believe. I sure was. I was gonna sing I Still Believe, but it's all good though. They got married in 2017. I haven't seen them in a while. Hope they're doing good. And they have kids. They have kids. They already had kids already. Was finally gonna get married and have a wedding, and they finally got married on Easter weekend, 2017. They sure did. So that's what I'm saying. Did you see me get mad? How dare you, sister? How dare you mad him? No, that's not my. Once again, what? That's not my damn business. Thank you. So he get some business. That's all I gotta say. Worry about you. Worry about. Yeah, cause this dude over here, man, a racial Latino Puerto Rican women going with brothers. Like, shut up. Cállate, way, please. Pinche cállate. Like, pinche racista, way. They say, shut the fuck up. Worry about something else that's more important. You're not worrying about white men taking Latino women. Sure not. Because it goes to statistics. It's actually white men in every relationship amongst Latino women. It's actually them married white men. Mm-hmm. Way before Jennifer Lopez dated married the Ben Affleck, and they didn't last long because her connection with Diddy. Mm-hmm. With her ass, and Diddy case. They nasty ass. Remember she left her husband for Diddy, mm-hmm, and for Clyde David, not Clyde David, Tom Tola. That's why her Mariah Carey don't get along. She said, I don't know her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a side piece. Jeff Lopez was a Sancha side piece in a relationship when Mariah Carey was divorcing Tom Tola. If you had my love, I had to laugh. If you had my love, then I guess Tom Tola said, no, you too much for me. She was doing that witchcraft. We know Jennifer Lopez doing that witchcraft, that Santeria and stuff. I know her witch. I don't know her witch. Was it Meli Gonzalez? Yeah, down there in Cuba. She Cuban. She go to her godmother, get a black something with that candle to try to get that rose Selena. Oh, we know that. No, it seems to be true, because one of the girls, the one that Diana, no, her name was Danielle. I can't say her name. I forgot her name. She's a Colombian, Italian, and German, and she did like Selena. She was 17. I understand why they got a minor to play Selena, and the dad wanted her. Miss Kennedy wanted her to play, but I guess she got nervous in her other audition, and I wouldn't be shocked if Jeff Lopez was manifesting a spell to get her so she get that role. Jeff Lopez, I guess Tom told her the devil got scared of that devil, and said, "I'm going to Thalia." Maria de Barrio, soy Maria. Maria de Barrio. I used to watch the novela. And it was a novela, Maria Mercedes. Maria Mercedes. Maria Mercedes. Sí, señor. You know, Maria. Ay! I used to be in love with Aaliyah. I sure did before she married Tom Matone. And I never thought, and baby, back in 1992, I did not know she married that devil. I would not. I was shocked that Mariah Carey was dating Luis Miguel, and Tom Mottola, her ex-husband, as he left her for Jeff Lopez, he started dating Thalia. I was shocked about that. I was shocked. I said, what? And but yeah, she won that money. I'm sorry, but she was already famous. I mean, she was making fun of Mariah Carey. She have a tape, a demo tape. She been a star since she was a little girl. She was on novellas back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So Thalia been famous since she was a little girl in Mexico, but she came to the United States. But one thing I gotta ask Thalia this: you didn't make it after you married Tom Tola. Yeah, you like the success of Shakira. No. Like, she became a mother with two kids with that asshole of the devil Tom Tola. However, I'm just saying that you didn't become a Mariah Carey after the crossover. I guess Shakira reached that level, okay? But not Thalia. I was shocked. And she came in song I Want You with Fat Joe. I thought she was going to actually blow. Everybody was comparing her to Jennifer Lopez when she did. I don't forget back in 2003. She trying to be Jennifer Lopez, hanging around a bunch of black folks. Yep, I remember people say that. But you know, it was good. I Want You was a good song. I like the song, her and Fat Joe. And I don't like Fat Joe at bitch up in there her ass either. But I'm saying, she did a good job of this song. Dun, 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 uh, uh, yeah, I was glad to see that. I was glad to see that Thalia was getting on MTV, you know, United States MTV, and I was happy to see her, you know, make it. But her marriage to Tom Tucker kind of probably ruined. He probably thought they would, you know, they probably control her too. And they still together. I feel sorry for her. Y'all feel sorry for Thalia? I mean, change subject. I do. I like. Why would you marry the devil of all people? That man is a is a devil. He's the devil. Just like Clyde Davis. Them people in the industry are people are devil. The demonic entities. Anyway, I gotta go.